Episode 2 of Season 6 sees some big moves going through in this summer transfer window so far. Camavinga has literally just moved from Atleti to Manchester City. The latest deal in this save so far, £96.3 million. The biggest deal of the window all told. Our first opponents today, Manchester United, have just signed Jonathan David from Monaco for 80 million. So I'm intrigued to see if he's going to start for them. As we have actually 4 games now today after the Carabao Cup game against Fulham has been scheduled on the 26th. So I'm going to play Man United, I'm going to play Arsenal, and we'll sim the other 2. And we should find out by the end of the day as well who our Europa League opponents are going to be in the group stage this season. We're looking forward to, hopefully, a solid year this year. I apologise for a number of you that weren't able to watch yesterday's video when it first went live. YouTube was having some sort of issue where a percentage of you either couldn't watch the video in full HD or had no sound or couldn't watch the video at all. So as I'm recording this now about 2 hours after the video went live, everything's fine for everyone and it's fully working, but I apologise to those of you that weren't able to watch it when you initially wanted to. Hopefully by now you've been able to see that first episode. If not, go back and you'll be able to. It should be working for you now and you can stay bang up to date with everything that's happened at the beginning of this new season. We, of course, are currently they're currently 9th in the table. We are 13th after our opening day 0-0 draw against Manchester City. We were able to get a 3-1 win at Wembley, however, to win the Community Shield. So we have added some more silverware to the trophy cabinet. It's not a massively full trophy cabinet, but it could be bigger yet still by the end of this season. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Thank you for all of your support on yesterday's episode. Those thumbs up were absolutely very much appreciated. And hopefully you can continue that going today as well. And hopefully we can continue this run going with regards unbeaten so far in all competitive games so far this season. And I really would love to qualify for the Champions League this year, whether it be via a league finish or via winning the Europa League. We have 2 avenues to do it. Hopefully one of them will open up for us. Let's welcome Manchester United to Barrow Boy Lane. In a replay of last year's FA Cup final, Manchester United now choose Anthony Lopez to come back in goal. Pereira, Joaquin, Torres and Luca Digne still. Fred and Dennis Zakaria. Pellistri, Fernandes and Rashford. With Jonathan David, their new £80 million man, through the middle. Bukayo Saka on the bench only. Moise Kean dropped to the bench too. We've still got Aaron Wan-Bissaka there, sat by the sidelines. We are without injury now, and without a lack of fitness anywhere. We're as strong as we are likely to be for the rest of this season. Is that going to be strong enough to challenge a side like Manchester United again? We shall wait and see. Hopefully, we can have a really strong second season in the Premier League, and we won't suffer second season syndrome. Bruno Fernandes pings it out wide to Marcus Rashford. Nodge trying to keep up with him. He's got good acceleration, but he does need some training and some developing with regards to his overall sprint speed. This is his debut for us. The newly signed right back. Not yet up to speed for the Premier League, it seems, as Marcus Rashford gives Manchester United a 1-0 lead. Relegated with Watford last year, Nodge. I'm hoping that he can provide the improvement in our defence that we need. Does need a little bit of development, but we knew that when we signed him. And proving the point here and now. Couldn't quite keep up with Marcus Rashford down that left-hand side. 87 sprint speed, 87 acceleration, 76 sprint speed were his stats when I first put the development plan on him. So hopefully it won't be long before he starts to grow. And we'll see the improvements in that area that we're hoping for. But evidently, it's not only that one area that we need to improve in. Again, they look to Rashford as they try and compile my misery on this side of the field. A little bit of footwork. Bruno Fernandes to Jonathan David. Through to Dennis Zakaria. And Pellistri's there. And Man United mean business. 2 goals in as many minutes. And we're falling well behind already. Zakaria over the top. Looking for Luca Digne. Should keep that in. And has done so. Coming across again. They really are prioritising attacking down this side of the field, but Pumphrey's done brilliantly there to step in. And Milic has the opportunity to get in behind here with Lucas Bull. Milic scored a tremendous goal against City at Wembley, and Bull puts that in a comfortable place for Lopez to simply take one step to his left, put his hands in the air and claim the ball. Brilliant header by Pumphrey. I can't quite get there with one man. I can't quite get there with two, twice. Now Jonathan David plays the ball, but Pellistri's offside, thankfully. Man United have been spectacular in this opening first half an hour, though. Shown no better than their second goal, which was excellently put together. And Fred is working very hard in the midfield to ensure that defensively they're just as good as they have been going the other way. And United lead by 2 here as Wolves take a 2-0 lead against Sheffield United. But we are strugs right now. Plenty of work yet to be done. We know we're not the finished article, and this is proving it. Opened up a little nicely there for Milic, and Tudor will have the support from Lazovic on this left-hand side. He'll stand it into the middle, and Salim is there waiting at the back post, but the goalkeeper, Anthony Lopez, has done superbly well to tip that away. There's been some calls for Hefte to get his starting spot back ahead of Matias Gonzalez, and I'm contemplating not necessarily making the move permanently, but perhaps giving Hefte the chance to have an impact back on this starting lineup. Gonzalez has the potential to grow really well, but isn't showing the end results that often yet. Cross comes in. The referee's going to point to the spot. Luca Digne used an arm. Hits a pen for Barrow. Manchester United making a defensive mistake, throwing an arm up and blocking the ball where it shouldn't have been. We're going to get the chance from the spot. Lucas Ball's last penalty for me hit the bar, so I'm going to go low this time and beat the keeper. 2-1 just before half-time. Don't write me out yet. Forward into Jonathan David. Nice block by Pumphrey. All over the top to Rashford, though. Early, quickly, looking for Bruno, who brings it down well. And Vermeulen does superbly well. That could have gone any which way there. But we got lucky that we have a decent goalkeeper in between the sticks. He might not be massively high rated at the moment, but he certainly does put some good performances in. That's for damn sure. Bruno and Zakaria linking up nicely. Jenkins in the way. Oh, I tried to get to the loose ball and Fred beat me to it. It's definitely going to be a booking for Jenkins when this passage of play ends. Hopefully it doesn't end with a goal for United. Fred in the box, causing problems. Ball skewed out for a corner. I imagine Jenkins is going to get a booking. I'm not sure if he actually has or not, as Bukayo Saka comes on for Pellistri, their second goal scorer. Looking for a man at the near post, and Matias does well to head that clear. Did hit Bruno as it went over the line, but luckily for the Portuguese, it had already crossed the line when it hit him. We don't get a throw of our own. Saka holding off Lazovic nicely, and Ricardo Pereira just lifting it in, looking for the run of Saka, actually, who flattens Jenkins, and Bruno finds the man in the middle, but Vermeulen makes the save. Jonathan David yet to get a goal in this game, and presumably yet to get a goal for Manchester United, as I believe the transfer went through between the last match day and this one. Up we go, please. No, not quite able to get there. Rashford out to Fred, and still the danger is here for the Barrow backline. But we've worked it away. Damian will look to Matias, and Samar Salim is on the run. And is he onside? He was beyond the number 6, Pau Torres, but I think actually Joaquin in the middle played him on. Damian Tudor, nice first touch. Matias Gonzalez driven out wide. Oh, this could be a wonderful goal if Anthony Lopez hadn't kept it out. Their second was a really good move, and we would have matched it if that had gone in. 22 to go, still 2-1 down. David runs into Nudge, while Holland quickly forward. I see ball. The question is, can I get it to him? The answer is yes. Salim is not going to bin Joaquin off there in the middle. But Mulholland is arriving in a decent position, and a quick 1-2 maybe. And looking for Milic. Oh, brilliant block by Joaquin. Milic very nearly doing the business again. Lovely turn, great spin, and the shot was decent, but Joaquin has done well. Right, Milic is actually going off now, and Hefte's come on in the cam roll as we try and find this equaliser. Ball with the delivery. It's going to fall to Hefte. Oh, it would have been the moment of moments if he had done it. It would have been an absolute ping. Lazovic looking for Hefte. Around the corner here is Matias. Nodge, Salim. Matias again. They've got a good shape here, United. But if I can find the right ball at the right time. No, I knew as soon as that left his foot, it was flying past the post. I could just feel it bend the wrong way. That was probably the only chance I'll get now between the end of the game and this particular moment to get that equaliser. Well, Holland just gets there ahead of Zakaria. And Zakaria gets there just ahead of Mulholland's pass. Jonathan David shrugging off the attentions of Humphrey and Bukayo Saka with those fresh legs and the pace. Wins the ball back, but Lazovic will find Hefte. You can see United pressing now. And the keeper should get there. He has done. Saka goes to the ground. Oh, it's a corner. I wasn't sure what was happening. No, it's not a corner. Not even a corner. It's a goal kick. Okay, Jonathan David off. And, yeah, Moise Kean on as expected. You see, again, the press from United. You see, on the minimap, I'll glance down, see that the blue triangle, blue circle is ahead of the red triangle, commit to the pass, and then by the time the pass actually reaches the man, that red triangle has somehow managed to worm his way in front of the blue circle. Quite frustrating. It happens quite a bit, but when the teams from the opposition put that press on, if they're good at doing so, it works really well. And Moise Kean has come off the bench and will seal it for Manchester United. They've been the better side. I can't deny that. Frustrating, though, not to have been able to equalise with that Lucas Bull chance at 2-2. But I guess if I had equalised with Lucas Bull at 2-2 and then had still lost the game, that might perhaps have been even more gutting. Never mind. Never mind. There's still plenty of work to be done. And we've plenty of the season left to get it done. Go on then. On the run. Hefte. Can't get there. Fred has done brilliantly. It'll be a 3-1 defeat at Barrowboy Lane. And we'll go again against Leicester next. Real Betis have made a transfer bid for Robert McMullen. We tried to move him on earlier on in the window. And he rejected contract terms with the team that came in for him. Now, this bid is actually bigger than the one we previously accepted. So I will try and squeeze a little bit more money out of this deal if we can. And Betis will actually agree to an £11 million transfer fee, which is £3 million more than we previously agreed with the other club. And actually, that's pretty banging. Right, so I've accepted a loan bid for Mercado from Ghent. And now Buenos Aires have come in for him as well. That's Boca Juniors, unlicensed. So he looks like he's going to be getting a loan deal as well, which is great for his development. Mercado has gone out. Now, where has he gone, actually, intriguingly? Oh, he went to Ghent. He has gone to Belgium. Brentford have bid for Mason, but we are now keeping Mason as we sold Butu Tau instead. I'm waiting for any news about European games being drawn. It'll take some hard work, Hugo, I'm afraid. I don't think you're going to go into my starting lineup for this one. McMullen sold, though. He has now gone to Brentford. Leicester currently bottom of the table at the beginning of this season. Now, that's a surprise. What's going to happen in this one, then? We will get a 1-1 draw thanks to Damian Tudor after Bakambu gave them a 1-0 lead. City batter Derby in the other Premier League game played today. So it's another point for our campaign. Now, Rotato will get a bid. We'll get an opportunity to play in this next one. Costa has continued his growth. He's up to 78. I have changed the development plans on every single player, by the way, as you guys asked me to in a previous episode. So everybody is being trained in a new area, and Costa obviously has completed that training already. More bids for Mason, which we will reject. And one from Menezes as well from Bayern Munich. FC Bayern Munich have offered me £3 million for my 71 rated goalkeeper. No, thank you. He stays. Thank you very much. Right, Rotato. Costa transfer bid from Espanyol. Lucas stays as well. He still has decent potential despite that long-term injury last season. Berger is saying if he wants to play in this next game. I'll think about it. I can't recall if he's actually still in the lineup for Rotato. He is. So he will get the chance. He will get the chance to play. Now, Tudor's actually drafted in at striker now because obviously the other youngster, Kovacic, has gone out on loan. I'm unsure what to do with that striker spot now. I could give it to Matias Gonzalez, who can play there. And maybe we'll see Gonzalez start to make some improvements with extra football. Maybe that's how we get more out of him. We'll try. Van der Voort will start. Obviously, Rotato needs some more first-team football to ensure that their boosts swing round from negative to positive. We are through to the next round of the EFL Cup. thanks to a win on penalties and a... Not sure who scored our goal. Costa in the 80th minute. Congratulations, Lucas. Well done. You send us through to the next round of the Cup. That's the 2 simmed games out of the way. Up next for us, Arsenal, as we try and improve our league position. Although they are some pretty brutal opening fixtures to the season, aren't they? Manchester City, Manchester United, Leicester and Arsenal. So to have gotten 2 points so far isn't that bad. We'll see if we can at least make it 3 with the next one. And the European group stages have been drawn. Great. Well, let's, whilst we're still here, whilst you're still with me, have a look and see who we've got in our Europa League group. And in that Europa League group we'll find out in a moment because my controller's turned off. FC Zurich from Switzerland, Bordeaux from France, and Midtjylland from Denmark. That's a winnable group. This is a winnable competition in Europe this season, potentially. Certainly we could advance to the latter stages. Now we need to start putting the performances in the Premier League and hope that we can improve here too. The first team are back and away we go as now Arsenal visit Barrowboy Lane. Arsenal have Dimitrovic in goal. Max Aarons, Robin Koch, Per Schurz and Kieran Tierney is a back 4. Palhinha and Guendouzi holding. Omar, Maddison and Guerrero sat behind Macias. Dimitrovic. Don't know anything about him. Don't know as I've even heard the name before. Strange Arsenal side, but one that will probably still be incredibly difficult to beat. We've only got 2 points so far this league season. We are yet to win a game in the Premier League in Season 6. Could this be the day? Rodri, forward to Salem, through to Milic. Onside, it seems. I tried to get him to take the shot on his left, and he stepped around it and tried to shoot with his right, and that's probably what cost him the chance of scoring the goal there. Seemed to shift and move his body position. Not exactly what I was after in that particular moment. I just googled Dimitrovic, and he apparently has been first team for Eibar for 4 years, and is now signed by Sevilla. So he's a keeper that has a decent reputation, and on FIFA, he's 81 rated with potential of 82. So he's a player that is supposedly pretty decent. I just was not aware of who he was. Just hasn't popped up on my footballing radar throughout the course of the years, or my FIFA radar either. But that is a free kick for Arsenal that they take quickly. And Omur, another player that I can't say as I recognise the name of. Matteo Guendouzi to James Maddison. We definitely know what he's all about. Scoring goals from midfield is what he's all about. The little ball roll sold me. And as we try and score at one end, we concede at the other. Guendouzi with a header. And this ball roll is perfection from James Maddison. If we do want to get that first win of the Premier League season so far this season, we're going to have to perform even better. Tierney lofts that over the top. Maddison will bring it down and play it forward to Macias. Nice tackle by Rodri. Pumphy though. We scored late on in the first half in the game against Man United, but we aren't going to do that in this one. It has mainly been all Arsenal. We had a couple of opportunities to get forward, but we've been on the back foot for most of this first half as Maddison feeds the man through the middle, but Vermola makes a good save. There's a man that looks pretty much nothing like Mikel Arteta in a t-shirt. Wishes that his team had buried that. They might bury this. Lazovic away as Per Schurz was underneath it. Probably going to be half-time and is 1-0 down at the break, but the game is not lost yet. Lovely little flick by Aarons and a nice little 1-2 with Omur. Gets Arsenal down the right-hand side of their attack. Trying to get the most out of challenging Lazovic. Man United came down the right-hand side of my defensive line for the majority of their game and found some luck. And Arsenal are seemingly doing it on the opposite side of the field and having similar levels of luck. That's not a foul though, is it? Oh, I guess I was just nibbling at the ankles of the man. If Maddison scores this free kick, I will be pretty frustrated. Try and time the jump at the wall, which I've done horribly. No! Mal Holland! How have you not gone to that first? Per Schurz makes it Arsenal 2. James Maddison count himself unfortunate for not burying the free kick, but the defender should get to that first. Mulholland has to get to that first. And Perchers is just, I don't know whether it's a height thing, whether it's a strength thing, or just a sheer desire to get to the ball more than the other man thing. But Arsenal lead by 2-1 with his first goal of the season. The defender doubles Arsenal's lead. Gonçalo Guedes has also come on for Arsenal out wide on the right-hand side. Guendouzi will bring that down and look for Maddison. They could get another. Don't know as I deserve to go 3-0 down. But go 3-0 down we may well. Get rid of it! Oh, Jesus Christ! A mixture of Blazovic and the keeper get it away. Guedes to Guerrero. That could be a goal kick. No, it's another corner. Nearly a calamitous third as they make another change. It's Macias, I think, going off. And a giant of a man coming on. Who was that? It was Traore. And, oh, he's going to give the pen for handball. Traore winning the header. Pumphrey in the way, but with the wrong part of his body. And a penalty for Arsenal to seal it at 3. James Maddison already got one. Doesn't have another as he hits the post. We've been getting very fortunate with the way that the AI have not been able to take advantage of penalties they've been getting against me so far this season. That's Martial and Maddison now both hitting the woodwork from the spot. Unfortunately, we lost against Man United, and I think we're still going to lose here against Arsenal as well. Brighton to come as the first game tomorrow, and that certainly should be a game we should be winning. Tough fixtures to start the season, but the only way is up from here. And getting these ones done and out of the way early doors means that we can concentrate on bigger and better things for the remainder of the season. Oh, Traore's gotten past me somehow, and Guerrero does finish it at 3. Not good enough yet. Not good enough. 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. They made one final change as Polina comes off in midfield and Benacer comes on. I'd love a consolation goal, and we might get one through Damian. We do at least. Something positive for the Arsenal, for the Barrow fans to go home with. But no, as Derek Ray says, we haven't been at our best in this game, or really anywhere near it, unfortunately. A 3-1 defeat to Manchester United, a 3-1 defeat to Arsenal. Oh well. Difficult games early doors. 3 of the league's biggest sides we've played, and we've taken a point off one of them with that 0-0 draw against Manchester City. I have to be happy with that. A point against Leicester as well isn't necessarily something to be sniffed at. Wow. The deal that's just gone through, Ricky Puig from Leicester to Atletico Madrid for £103.3 million. The biggest deal of the entire transfer window to this point. A big bid from Napoli for Hefte. Really starting to crack on with his overall rating. Hefte did start that game on the right-hand side. I can't say, as I really noticed that much of a difference. I will give Hefte the chance again in the next fixture. Actually change him to a right mid there, because otherwise he doesn't quite get the boosts. And we'll see what happens. We will be in Europe tomorrow. Brighton, Southampton in the Cup, Zurich, Chelsea and Sheffield United. Certainly some games that we should be winning, but we are on the brink of the relegation zone at the moment. Not the greatest of starts, but not the easiest of starts either. A bid from Leeds for Jenkins, which we will certainly be turning down. Excuse me, controller, turn back on, please. I don't know why this controller is being a dick to me today, but apparently it decides it doesn't want to work. Well, that transfer bid isn't going to work for Leeds, thankfully. Thielmann is the latest move, as you can see there, £34 million. No massive moves, although to be fair, £745 million spent in 3 hours. There's got to have been some big moves there. Bastoni, £100 million to Liverpool from PSG. That's where some of it's come from. Where the rest of it's come from, I'm not entirely too sure. That's a massive amount for this early on. Halfway through, £856 million spent. Surely we're going to break the £1 billion mark in this window then. And that's without me spending anything on transfer deadline day. Normally, in these latter seasons, you do see that £1 billion mark breached. But it's normally because I'm spending some money as well. Not spending any here on deadline day, and still we're going to breach that £1 million mark. Vermaelen, a bid from Werder Bremen with Johannes Eggestein in there as well. No, sorry. Not happening. There you go. The £1 billion mark breached as we get another bid for Vermaelen, actually, from Burnley this time of £19.9 million. That's Championship Burnley, of course, a side that went down last year. So 1.1-ish billion pounds spent on deadline day. Let's show you what all of the Premier League sides did in this window. We won't spend too much time going through it, of course. Arsenal spent 70 million, bought in 2 players that started against me in that last game, Dimitrovic and Omur. Aston Villa doing a little bit of business, but some good business with Dumfries coming in. We obviously did all of our business earlier in the window. Van der Voort, Milic and Nodge coming in. It's the most amount of business we've done with regards to permanent transfers in the entire save from outside of our own youth setup. Adley coming in at Brighton with Hinteregger and Karbovnik going out. Andreas Christensen back at Chelsea. All right. Supriaja and Lewis in. That's Lewis from Newcastle. We saw that earlier on in this tab. Nick Pope going to Everton there, as you saw. Billy Gilmore out. Hernandez and Kante sold by Chelsea. Be intrigued to know where he's gone. Palace not bringing any in, but some leaving. Derby doing a bit of business. Everton signing 4 players for a hefty, if you'll pardon the pun, total. Gomez leaving Everton, though. Fulham spending £130 million and making nearly 100 back. Leicester, a lot of business there. Although the £100 million for Ricky Puig will go a long way to helping that. Lukaku, De Vrij and Van Dijk out at Liverpool with Evan Nilsson and Bastoni in. Gomez, Camavinga and Lisov in at Man City with Højbjerg and Martial out. Quintana, David and Atal in at United with Dembele, Pereira and Anthony Lopez actually leaving, who played against us earlier on in today's episode. Holgate and Anderson at Newcastle, Christensen, Gomez and Lewis out there. Todibo in and Velasquez also in at Sheffield United. Southampton signing 2-2. Tottenham with Leno, Saliba, Hermoso and Yajic coming in with Skip and Maguire going out. Embolo, Orsini, Sora Alvarez. Sula, Inacio and Huang is West Brom's action. West Ham, 3 in, 4 out. And Wolves, 4 in, 1 out. Saliba going the other way. So we'll have a look at the biggest deals of the transfer window. You've seen Ricky Puig's. You've seen a couple of the others as well so far. Another bid for Hefte, this time from Ajax of £68.1 million. Still those 2 youngsters not growing. So let's have a quick look then. The transfer history in this window so far. Saw the biggest 3, including Aymeric Laporte in the 4th spot to Real Madrid from Juventus. Big move for an 89 rated centre-back. Jonathan David we're aware of. Højbjerg as well. Solis from PAOK to Real Madrid. Wow, what a move. 86 rated, still playing for PAOK. Adam Hlozek to Hertha Berlin from Fulham. Chelsea have let go of Luca Hernandez to go to Real Madrid. Maxi Gomez from Everton to Manchester City. Hermoso went to Spurs. Cabral to Juventus. Martial went to Barcelona from Manchester City. Declan Rice to Dortmund. Hello. Luis Felipe to Atletico Madrid. Ben Godfrey from Eibar to Schalke. Evan Nilsson came in. Lukaku went to Barcelona at 32 years of age. 86 rated. Soyuncu from Dortmund to Paris Saint-Germain. Rainier finally leaves Real Madrid and goes to Everton at 83 rated. And the other surprising ones, Rafael Varane to Leverkusen. Might be joining Manchester United in real life, Rafael Varane. Waiting to see if there's any movement there. Van Dijk went to Barcelona, 34 years of age, but still 90 rated. Still 90 rated. Kovacic to PSG. Anything else spectacular in here? I don't think so. Ricardo Pereira has now left Manchester United. Billy Gilmore at 84 rated. Wow, great growth from young Billy to Hoffenheim. And Vinícius to Valencia is the final deal. So we end the transfer window and this first main episode for the Premier League in 17th place. Not the best, but we are only 3 points off 11th, and we are only 10 points off first. West Ham winning all 4 of their opening games. So plenty still to be done, and plenty will get done between now and the end of the season. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I'll be live this afternoon on Twitch with a watch along for the Austrian Grand Prix. So follow the link down below to join me for that. But for now, that's all from me for today. thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.